Welcome, guys. Today we're going to be doing another live stream. It's going to be a British live stream for the most part on a Southeastern high speed. So let's start with the high speed signals introduction. That's probably going to be something about the AWS TWCS. And vigilance, but I don't know. Probably. I'm not that familiar with them, so let's do them. High-speed signals introduction.
In this training module, you'll be learning how to use the TVM in-cab signalling system.
Well, it was nothing of that, it was TVM.
At high speeds, trains may take longer to stop than the visual range of the driver. The TVM 430 in-cab signalling system alerts drivers to changes in speed from several kilometres away. So you're currently around Dagenham, Essex, just before Tunnel 2 and heading towards London St Pancras. In this training module, you'll be driving westbound into London and understanding all the indications that the TVM system is giving you to safely complete the journey. You'll be stopping at Stratford International and London St Pancras.
That looks a lot like the
TVM
TGV
splits
system.
the line up into a series of blocks. The start of these is indicated by a TVM block marker. You can see these along the side of the line as a yellow triangle set against a blue background such as the one directly in front of you now.
That one.
Get the train moving and let's get going. Most of this journey is going to take place in tunnels, and that will make it easier to focus on the TVM indications coming up in the cab.
So I don't actually have to turn those systems on, because, well, excuse me. Let's just do what the tutorial says.
The first difference you will notice when driving on the high-speed section under TVM control is that all the speed indications in the cab are in kilometres per hour, while the other non-TVM controlled lines are in miles per hour. The train will automatically switch between the two. The TVM 430 display
That's confusing.
is made up of a series of indicators on the top centre of the control desk, and you will see numbers lighting up in various positions as you go. Only one number will be displayed at any time, and this number is your current maximum permitted speed. This is also shown on the HUD with a blue marker. As you get started, you can see that the train is showing a 225 display, meaning that our maximum permitted speed is currently 225 kilometers per hour. Keep accelerating.
It's a beautiful train.
You are now diving into Tunnel 2 bound for London. As you approach Stratford International, the TVM system will begin slowing you down, ready to stop, and this will be explained as it happens.
Hey, finally a tunnel where you can actually see something in front of you. Not that much, but you can see something at least. Almost approaching the 225 kilometers an hour. So this is actually faster than the Panolino goes, class 390. Because that's for the most part stuck at 125 miles per hour.
In a moment, the 225 indicator will begin flashing. That means the next block will be at a reduced speed. You don't need to do anything now except prepare to slow down. Next, you will see the indicator change to show a flashing 200. This means that you should now be slowing down to reach no faster than 200 kilometers per hour by the next block marker. Additionally, since it's flashing, you know that the next block will be slower as well, so you can continue braking. Wait for the indicator to change and then begin to slow. The indicator will next change to a flashing 160. Once this has appeared, continue slowing so that you are no faster than 160 kilometers per hour by the next marker. It is flashing, so you will continue to be slower at the following block too. The TVM system will next show a steady 100. Once it has appeared, continue slowing down to no faster than 100 kilometers per hour by the next marker. Since it is steady, you know that TVM will not be slowing you down further. As you exit Tunnel 2 into Stratford International Station, apply brakes as needed to come to a stop. Great work! You've stopped at Stratford International. For this training module, you don't need to open the doors, so let's get going and do the second leg of this journey into London St Pancras. You won't receive any further guidance on how to understand TVM. Use what you've just learned. It will be a similar approach slowing you down out of Tunnel 1 into London St Pancras to the one you just did.
Alright.
As you get started, note that your maximum permitted speed is still 100 kilometers per hour, but it will rise to 225 kilometers per hour as you enter Tunnel 1. Remember, flashing indications mean that the next block will report a lower maximum permitted speed, and when you get a reduction in maximum permitted speed, you have until the start of the next block to achieve it.
So we're immediately allowed to go up to 225 kilometers an hour. Basically, since we wouldn't even be able to reach the speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour before we actually entered the tunnels 1, like the woman said. It's actually flashing. So that means we get a reduction in speed. As long as the lady tells me or whatever, as long as they tell me what the next speed limit will be, I can actually take appropriate action to accomplish that. Oh, it's going to be 200. Well, we weren't even able to do that in time. Well, we should expect another reduction in speed since... there it goes. Next will even be on the 30. Not really sure how fast I should actually brake now. I believe that the next block is still quite far away, so... 100 kilometers an hour will be the next block. The next block will be 100 kilometers an hour. Because 100 kilometers can be anything other than 100 kilometers. Kilometers. Whatever. Actually slow down a little bit too fast. Oh. Next speed limit will be 80. Well, then we don't have to slow down any further. I mean, we don't have to accelerate any further because we can just slow down now. And it won't change anything. It's now steady, so...
From here on, TVM is shut down and the indicators will have gone. Now you're back to relying on route knowledge, or the HUD, to know about upcoming signals and speed limit changes. Watch for speed reductions as you continue your final journey into London St Pancras.
.40. I obviously don't have any route knowledge, especially not here. Because it's basically the first time I ever drive this route. Never been here in real life either, so... So this is one of the many stations in London, the greater London area. There are a lot of people waiting already. And now they will board my train. It's quite dead here as well, so don't know what the heck is going on here, but for a station in London this seems quite odd and off as well.
That concludes the basics of driving under TVM. Rerun this training module in the training centre whenever you want a refresher on how to understand the TVM 430 signalling system.
Well, let's continue the next journey with the Javelin, the class 395. St Pancras International to Margate. Oh, it starts a little bit more cold now. I just inserted it, so don't be a fool. First, let us activate the things that we want to have activated. AWS, TWP, S. I heard you. Like the TVM, where is it located? And actually, if we want to use that. So this is AWS, DSD, Vigilance, which you can't even turn on or off. Oh, might as well unlock the doors first. Well, it's certainly not in the back panel then. They running. There's our AWS. Might as well set our headlights, cab lights. We can actually find it somewhere. Cab lighting. There is actually another train right here, right now. A couple more. Hope it isn't too dead on the route as well. Because it's still thing, considering the fact how big of a station this actually is and how much people it actually serves, it's quite off to see, well, it's just a dead area. Next speed limit will be 60 kilometers an hour. So apparently that was 37 miles an hour. As far as I could see on my HUD. Train wash. Cool. Going a little bit uphill. Still applying power for now. Yeah, that TVM automatically kicks in, I believe, now. So, yeah. Current speed limit is 80 kilometers an hour. Oh, it's 200 kilometers an hour. So, let's start cruising. That was the vigilance. That allows me to go up to 225, but I think there's a reduction. So let's keep it at 200 for now. 199. So we can immediately start braking, because there's no point in actually continuing to accelerate, since we have to brake anyway. Next will be 60, so should start braking here as well. Next will actually be 130, so we should start to brake a little bit faster. Otherwise, we won't even make that on time. Now it's going to be 100 now, but we still have some time to actually reach that. So we don't have to actually go all out or all in. Depends on how you look at it. So we're now approaching Stratford International Platform 3. About on time. At least not far off. I think we won't make it all the way in time though, but still have 30 seconds to lose some distance. But here's a platform doing 30 miles an hour. It's a little bit fast, but we want to make it on time, obviously. Few seconds late, doesn't really matter. As long as you're doing a good drive, passengers will be happy. And I think we will be actually able to depart in time again, so. Hit the front door button. And away we go. It slides out and away we go. The Formula One stuff. Now, the next location will be where we have to stop is Ebbsfleet International Platform 3. So it's a lot of platform 3s today, apparently. But doesn't really matter. You could also consider this to be an underground route for some reason or something, or am I wrong with that assumption? speed limit is 225, as you can see here. That's kilometers an hour. Apparently it was 143 miles per hour. But we can check that as soon as we reach that. It's actually taking us some time to get to the full 225, but we're working on it. Probably as soon as we reach it. We can immediately start to slow down again. Hey, there's the end of the tunnel. That's strange. Another Javelin. Hey, we're actually seeing some scenery now. That's fun. I think this is where we started lately. The first run of the TVM system. Lots of cargo trains here. And of course the overused Class 66. Make sure that we're actually still doing okay. And not having to brake anytime soon. Well, the speed limit is actually in utopia because we're going uphill here, and there's a lot of different elevations in the track. Well, then we might actually not have such a big mark right now. Behind the speed wall, residential area and another track. So what does the speed wall matter then? Or noise wall, sorry. Apologies. Well, it doesn't matter anything in the slightest bit, in my opinion. It's 140 miles an hour, that's 225. So I was speeding a little bit now. Those tracks actually split up. Haven't seen much other trains yet. There's some different types of Javelins, but so the DVM is not telling me to slow down really. Ah, there it was. We're slowing way too early, that's certain. Better too early than too late, because then we're actually crossing some speed limits, and I couldn't really imagine doing that with more than 100 kilometers an hour going over a switch. So, F Fleet International or something. Never even heard of it. I heard of London, I heard of Manchester, I heard of Liverpool, but I never heard of Apps Fleet. Then hit the emergency brake. It wasn't me. I totally misjudged that. I totally misjudged that. Britain's fastest. And then keep in mind that it's probably doing it on third rail this time. Yeah, it's just entirely on third rail now. Because it doesn't have span to grab up. Oh, wait, I haven't said anything. It does have its span to grab up. The training module of yesterday, it was actually running on third rail, but now it's having its span to up. I see. Because I couldn't believe if it actually was doing this piece on third rail. I don't think it's actually able to do that much on third rail. Formed of 6 coaches, Southeastern. So, 1430, that's our. And we're going to Margate. So we would still have to do another fort. No, our next stop is actually Ashford, because I believe we were going to Ashford, and then somebody else will take over this train then. I might be wrong, but don't think I am. I really recollect seeing that. Hi there. Hello you. And hello you. Look at it. You both look familiar. And we're allowed to speed back up to 225. It does look a lot like a Panalino, in my opinion. That's not a Javelin. Well, what amazes me is that I still haven't seen any class 465 or 375, I believe, that were included in this route. Maybe they don't run here on this part in real life, or they run on the tracks next to this line. I'm not sure, but yeah, it amazes me. It makes the route feels a bit quiet for such an area where this train actually runs in. We still need picture for the fun, yeah. Which I recollect that this would be a nice spot, since it's not in the tunnel, which we have way too much of. There isn't even third rail here. Awesome. In my opinion, those routes are in Britain are a bit easier to drive than those routes in Germany because we don't have a safety system that constantly keep penalizing us. And yeah. That's worth quite something. Whoa. Oh, is that a Thames or something? It is actually on a climb now, that's for sure, because we're losing speed significantly. Doing 25 kilometers under, or almost 20 miles under our speed limit currently. Ah. We actually have to apply some small amount of braking here because otherwise we will be overspeeding. Because now we're going downhill again. Well, minimum of braking means a lot of braking apparently. Only 39 miles yet. Still have 12 miles to go, so we're almost there at Ashford International. And it's not a platform 3 this time, but it's platform 5. You can actually let the vigilance alarm go off by yourself by just raising the pedal. And then pressing it down again, like that. So we're almost 5 miles out, so I assume that the DVM 430, to be specific, will be kicking in anytime soon and tell us to slow it down a little bit. So probably next speed limit will be 200, 180, 160, 130, 100. Yes, and I wasn't even ready with my words, but there it starts flickering. It skips the 180, it's going down to 160. I don't know if it actually did 180 in the previous times, but it's now 160, so we slow down to 160. Which we have very long for. At this point, we can just let it ghost for seconds, for a couple of seconds. 160, yeah, I already surpassed that, but you just said it was going to be 160. It went to the right side, so I expect the next speed limit will be 100 or something, or 130. I don't know why it moves to the right side of that thing, but That was the AWS automatic warning system because there are yellow signals showing up. Checks out on kilometers an hour, but 30 you said. Who gave me the penalty break then? For what? Well, let me see. ABS acknowledge. Where the fuck is that here? Can I override that? Where's it? AWS acknowledge. Oh, there. No, it wasn't there actually. It was just I had to recharge my damn brakes. Might be good to know for the next time. Fuck's sake, I couldn't brake that hard. Oh, there it was. Quite a big of a handle, wasn't it? Well, after finishing this scenario, we're going out for a quick break of about 5 minutes. Just in case you know. So we'll be back. Shut up! Stupid AWS. Sunny days in Britain. Hey, there are some other trains. Awesome. Well, I'll be back out and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright guys, welcome back after the break. Let's see what we will be doing now. Oh, that was my door closing by the wind. Must have been the wind. Well, as the title says, we're still doing Southeastern high speed. Unit games. Well, we can actually do something like this now. Yeah, why not? That's not a long route. London Victoria to Ramsgate, London Bridge to Ramsgate, London Victoria to Ramsgate. Now, well, that's for the sake of it. Pick this one. So, I believe it was the 465. Well, it actually wasn't. It was a 375. Well, it's fun anyway. Insert the master key or whatever. Master key is on now. Well, let's turn the safety systems on then. Vigilance isolated, DSE isolated, AWS normal, DRA normal. Yeah. I'm acknowledging it. Set the headlights, probably headlights off, day running, taillights auto. Wait until then and then. Watch yourself. Yeah, let's see the scenery. Nice church over there. Oh, this looks like a castle or something. That's a castle. It's a castle. Ooh, locked doors. How we were too caught up in the scenery. Stop at location, chat him. Will do. Speed limit is about 30 miles an hour here or something. Yes, 30 miles an hour. So let's begin coasting. So is this a station out of use or something? Sure as hell looks like it is. There's even more. Well, this train actually drives on third rail. It's still the Southeastern high-speed railroad. And the train is operated by Southeastern. But it's just not that high-speed train. The Class 395 was built by TSW5. It was on my break of 5 minutes. I just looked that up. And there is one. Arrives perfectly on time. Yeah, no braking. I didn't know what that class 395 was actually doing here, because I believe it doesn't really run on this part of the track. This third rail track, there are no overhead wires here at all. And I believe it only stops at that thing that starts with ADD and then EDD and then, yeah, what? Barstow is in the United States. Well, yeah. Ramsgate. And we're heading back out. Oh, excuse me. Speed increases to 50 miles an hour. Speed increases to 50 miles an hour. Sorry, I was talking in my t-shirt. Going over some sort of bridge right now. Still, our back end apparently hasn't passed the 50 miles an hour. We also have yellow signals up ahead, according to the HUD. But they just turned green. This is apparently a very quiet train. That's pretty dark then. Gillingham, platform 3. So this is first class in this thing. Back to the second class coaches, I think. Is this second class then? Still looks like basically the same thing. Now this is definitely not first class. That's true by two seating configuration. Although it does have that in the damn first class as well. Is this only first class and this second? Well, okay then. Keep it clean and tidy. Next stop will be Rainham. You don't hear anything in this cab. Bye-bye. It does give quite a feeling. Hey, that's a 465. It's actually a funny looking train. I still think it is. Well, We're actually real finding a colleague now. Well, it's going to London, Victoria. So who's earlier to the party? I am. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Me is there. So next run will be a little longer. It's about 5 miles to Sittingbourne. I totally understand right now why we didn't see any of these trains on the previous route, because that wasn't third rail at all, and it had overhead wires, and as you can see there are totally no overhead wires here. So maybe they share some bit of the track, but certainly not the most then. So we're not stopping at this station. Here you have actually speed signs, so you don't really have to have that much of the route knowledge like you have to have on other tracks, like for example the Americas. Because there is all just based on driving based on the heart, because or if you're a real driver and you know the area, but yeah, otherwise than that I couldn't really think of any logical explanation on how you can drive there properly without constantly overspeeding, without driving too slow maybe. So that's another freaking Javelin driving on third rail. Well, let's slow down for the approach at Sittingbourne. Where also clause 465 is apparently well, stopping. On to the coffee. It hasn't departed yet. There's a tractor driving from the street. I don't know if you can hear it, but apologies if you did. Let's check out this first clause. Actually, it looks like a proper first clause. And then you have this again, where it's actually the same seating configuration. Just be sure I'm not getting trapped in this train. Let's annoy that driver by closing the door for him. Bye-bye. How late is that train actually departing? I'm at Sittingbourne now. This train is at stop arrived and instruction. Alright. Well, there's some scenery spotting in here, because we have to wait for... not that long anymore. Hey! There's a class 375 arriving. That's fun. Just as I'm leaving. This is actually one unit. There is a couple. So that might be pretty convenient, but it looks like shit in my opinion. This is just weird. Especially considering that you can actually open it while driving. What the? Oh, there's like flaw 66 as well. That wasn't there. Yeah, it was funny though. It's actually, if you were standing there, you would be blown with those speeds into the nowhere. Well, actually open all the doors there and then keep it as a long, like a giant wind tunnel. driving wind tunnel. I don't remember that being possible on the other trains, but like Class 370 on the East Coast Main Line, I believe then it's really locked. But it makes for some good air conditioning. As if the trains are themselves aren't already enough. Another station we ain't stopping here. Brother, I can't see that fast. Painham. Apparently they don't like the commuters here, so we are cruising with about 85 miles an hour right past it. Cool. I want to live in that shitty little box. Maybe the Javelin stops there. Yeah, I can't stand being in a cab in this thing. So. What's the maximum? 100 miles an hour. That's pretty fast for a thing like this. But never mind, because our next speed limit will be 75. So. Big W. That's a big W for you. AWS kicks in. That means we have to brake. Next signal is a yellow. It's clear yellow. So we will be braking to a 45 miles an hour then, I think. I don't know if it's true, but you just do what the Germans say. 45. Biggest difference is then it's in kilometers and this is in miles. Next signal is a yellow as well, so then it's obviously going to be a red somewhere, and then we have to be prepared to stop. Well, I can already see that the next one is going to be a red, but that's the red at the station, so... This one was a single yellow. Yeah, brother, I've seen the red. Just gotta make sure not to spot. So stop it a little earlier than we usually do because we're very much getting a spot and otherwise. It's like that, it's not even sure if this is the red for us or if this is the red for us. But for us, service terminates here, I believe. At Faversham. Corner, how fast are you going past that corner? That was insane, man. He was like Lewis Hamilton or something. Let's check out if we can do another short service because otherwise you're too long in. To the trains, we'll join the Southeastern high speed because that's what the title says, so we have to do that. Network. So nobody is actually telling which way you can go. Sardines. Well, six is pure to drive, so why would we actually do it? Commuter games. Let's complete all that before we actually are allowed to do something else. But we picked that one of 30 minutes, and then we're gonna call an end to the live stream for it. Now we will be live later today again, but got a day off from work today, so basically we can be a little bit more live. Hey, we're actually getting a different train. That's fun. Insert the master key. Do that thing to neutral first. Then set the doors to unlock and make sure. Well, that was an easy. Shut up. That was the easy thing, where you actually don't really have to search for anything other than the headlights, which are probably located there. Now taillights can be on. Headlights, night running, day running. This is the fucking driver's side. Ah, no, I didn't do that on purpose. This is the damn driver's side, my boy. Turn them two on, but I don't hope you. Oh, well, fuck that. Let me check if the taillights are still on this unit, on the back end. Yeah, it has some taillights on, so I guess we're all good then. It's cloudy here. It's not a long service today, apparently. AWS kicks in. And also because the next light is green now. But there's still a speed limit of 60 coming up, so we have to slow down anyway. This class 375 showing up. That red light's not for us. So the service is apparently much more tighter here. I'm much tighter. Excuse me. So we're arriving at Gillingham. Not on time. Just a few seconds late. Well, screw that then. Nobody is boarding, so why does it take long? But we actually have some time. I thought we already had to go, but we have to wait another minute. Time to check out the train from the inside and go further than this. This train is pretty much borderline empty as well. There's nobody in it, not a single person. What the f... And it runs 2 units. Nobody is going to do this in real life. Is it too early for the bridge? For the bridge? Oh, AWS. That could do some cars on there. Oh, I was speeding quite significantly. Next speed limit is 50, so let's just slow down anyway. And the AWS now says actually something. Now we're getting the green light while we're at it. Nice bridge. US for the yellow signal. Ooh, slow down, slow down, slow down. I don't know if we actually have to stop here or somewhere else, but to Worcester or Chicago. I'm just drumming up some British names. I'm not sure about any of them. But what I do know is that we're way too early. Maybe because we oversped a couple of times. No, it's not the end station. What the hell do you think then? Yeah, continue keeping. Train is not even moving. I am run. Invisible wall. Can explode the station. No route maps to be added here. Or anything like that. Apparently not. Weird. Probably we all been thinking, what the hell is that train driver doing, but... Ah. Bye-bye. Ooh, going into the darkness. Hey, there's this abandoned track again. Yellow, so expect red, which we will expect. Because it's the end for this journey for us. Well, that concludes all the basics of operating this train. No, that concludes the live stream for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys. I see you guys around for the next live stream. No, there's still not a lot of people watching, so I don't actually know who I'm saying this to, but you get what I mean. Let me quickly add that route map. Well, see you guys around. Bye bye.